Minecraft speedrunning has exploded in popularity in the past few months. YouTubers and streamers like Dream, Forsen, and XQC have brought speedrunning back into the light and have inspired many to give it a try. With records being broken almost every day now, competition is fierce, and some players who aren't as good at the game are now resorting to cheating to get a leg up, and this leads to hilarious consequences. Hi guys, it's GLAK, self-proclaimed king of fake Minecraft speedruns, and today we're going to be taking a look at some of the funniest fake speedruns that have actually been submitted and denied by speedrun.com. Before we get started, make sure to subscribe with notifications on and like this video to let me know that you liked it. Our first speedrun of the day comes from somebody called Bobby Ninja and starts off right in the game. Usually you see people creating the world first, but definitely not in this one. But anyways, he walks around for a little bit and finds a desert temple. Nothing out of the ordinary here, a lot of speedruns start like this. But then things get a little weird when he goes into the temple. He finds a chest at the top, which is very strange, and he looks inside. Look at all that stuff. 64 Eyes of Ender and 64 Ender Portal frames. And oh yeah, just on the side, a netherite pickaxe. Bobby doesn't stop there though. He keeps looting the temple and gets even more ridiculous items. By the time he's done in the temple, he is absolutely stacked and ready to go. But right when he steps out of the portal, he finds a fully set up enchanting station with bookshelves and lapis lazuli and all. That's not fake, right? It's funny though, because even with all the OP stuff he just looted, he's still taking forever to enchant his gear, wasting so much time. I have to speed up just to get through it all. It's almost like he forgot he was speedrunning and just started booling in his netherite armor, but I don't know. After ages of messing around, he finally finds the Ender Portal, and by find, I mean he just built it out of the blocks that he magically got from the temple. Finally, after all that time, he's ready for the end and to beat the game. He starts placing the eyes, and oh, it doesn't work. He placed the frames the wrong way so that the portal just does not light. But he doesn't give up there. On his 5th attempt, it looks like, while you can still see all his failed portals in the background, he finally gets it. Good job. Once he's in the end, he walks around for a long time and just randomly dies. Normally this would end the run, but not for Bobby. The video suddenly cuts to him fighting the Ender Dragon. He could do it. He almost beat the game. No, he died again. But just like last time, he respawned and the video cuts back to him fighting the dragon. After all that time, he finally did it. 2 deaths and 3 cuts later, Bobby claims the world record. Good job. And this is what he had to say for his submission to speedrun.com, and unfortunately it was denied for obvious reasons. Our next speedrun is a little bit shorter than Bobby Ninja's, but just as hilarious. TD Plays Games submitted this run to speedrun.com for review, and just like the previous speedrun, this run is from Minecraft Pocket Edition, an absolute goldmine for fake speedruns. We start the run and everything seems normal. TD finds a desert village and mines some wheat, and then he heads into a house to loot a chest, and that's where everything goes wrong. He opens the chest and gets some kind of god spawn. The chest has a bunch of OP items in it, including diamond armor, golden apples, and ender pearls. You know, standard village chest loot, right? He gets the ender eyes out and doesn't even leave the village before he finds the stronghold. Keep in mind that strongholds can't even spawn that close to the player spawn, so this is already completely fake. And from this point on, he actually plays the game completely legit and kills the Ender Dragon normally, but it's funny because the fight actually takes about 5 minutes and is over 90% of the total runtime. It took him less than a minute to gather all his stuff and then 5 minutes to kill the Ender Dragon. Definitely disappointing from a speedrunner point of view. On to our third and final run for today's episode, and this one is really saving the best for last. It comes from somebody called Manster. He starts the run up normal and grabs some wood, but if you look at the time you can see that it's already at about 2 minutes, which is way too much for just spawning in. The run has actually just been going for about 10 seconds at this point. I guess he sees this too and decides to pause the timer, which is definitely not allowed, but he's got to catch up on world record pace somehow, right? And if you don't know, stopping your timer halfway through the run is completely illegal and immediately denies your run. So this is definitely not allowed. He goes on to fight a skeleton, which no speedrunner would really do. Most people would just run past it because you don't really get anything useful from skeletons. But after that, he decides to also allow cheats by turning them on in the menu, which is also not allowed at all. Once he does that, he figures out he's wasted too much time, I guess, and he decides to just restart the timer completely back to 0. And probably without explanation, this is also completely illegal. But I don't think he really cares. Once he does that, he's back onto the world record pace and switches over to creative mode and gives himself full netherite armor. So I guess he's ready to go. He builds a nether portal with obsidian he just spawned in and gets to the end in only 1 minute and 30 seconds. Absolutely insane. He spends some more time using a command to spawn in some steak, which he doesn't really need, and the command doesn't really work anyways because a piglin starts attacking him. But he even continues to use this command later after killing the piglin because I guess he just really wants that steak. He keeps going and starts shooting piglins with spectral arrows that he got somehow, and eventually he finds the fortress at just 3 minutes and 40 seconds. That is insane. Actually it was like 10 minutes into the run, but hey, we're only going by the timer, right? He finds some blaze and actually gets some blaze rods from the spawner before just spawning in a full stack. Sneaky from him, nobody saw that one. And oh, would you look at that, a magical ender eye chest just appears randomly right in the nether fortress hallway. He's ready for the end now. He builds another ender portal to go look for the stronghold, and with the help of his trusty Electra, he's off. But I guess he has trouble finding it or gets bored or something because he just ends up using the locate command to find it at around 9 minutes in. And instead of actually just walking to the quartz, he teleports there instead, which is not allowed either. He doesn't spawn in the portal room, so instead of just looking for it like a normal person, he goes into spectator mode and flies around until he finds it. And he's into the end with a record time of, 40 seconds? What? Yep, that's right, he resets the timer again. He's surely gonna get the world record now. He goes in and breaks all the beacons using his Electra and arrows, which he definitely got legit, yep. And even after all this cheating, he almost ruins the run. After breaking the final beacon, he jumps down to the ground and goes down to half a heart. Could you imagine all that work faking a speedrun for nothing? But thankfully for us lovers of hilariously fake speedruns, he lives and is able to upload his run. And after absolutely crushing the Ender Dragon, he finishes the run at a time of just 4 minutes and 46 seconds. And he didn't even stop the timer in the correct spot. If this was legit, it would have beat the current world record by almost 10 minutes. But obviously it's fake and was denied by speedrun.com. I hope you guys enjoyed taking a look at some of these hilariously fake speedruns, and we'll see some more in the next episode. Subscribe to see that one when it comes out, and like the video. I'll see you in the next one.